Furniture design is a specialized field where function and fashion collide. Many interior designers believe that furniture is one of the most important aspects of an interior space. Pieces of furniture not only add function and practicality to a space, but they also add style and personality. Today on 48 Hours, we'll be looking at the career of a furniture designer. 48 Hours, own your future. Vusi is a second-year design student at InSpace College. He loves everything related to design and finds his inspiration in nature. In his spare time, he designs eco-friendly spaces and buildings and dabbles in photography to keep his creative juices flowing.
My love for design basically started when I was really young. I mean, my friends and I used to actually compete in drawing, cartoons, so like Dragon Ball Z. That foundation of, drawing simple things like cartoons actually grew into, designing buildings, because I remember back in grade 9, I was introduced to like technical drawing. And I was like, oh, this is actually quite cool. I can design buildings from, straight abstract lines. So for me, it grew from using technical drawing. Then I went into EGD, and I just loved the civil side of, EGD. So then, since then, I've just loved design as a whole, I have a love for, furniture, how a furniture piece can actually complete a space. And for me, really, furniture design and environmental design basically helps me understand a space. So, for instance, when I'm designing, like a building, in order for me to envision a space and how people are going to be flowing around my building, I need to put a furniture piece there just to see, oh, this is where people are going to be walking, or this is where people are going to be interacting. So today is really important to me because I would really love to learn, the whole design process of, furniture, from the conceptual stages to the actual finished product. So now I'm just ready to meet my mentor and just learn.
Dineo is an interior designer who's also equally passionate about furniture design. She believes furniture design complements interior spaces, and therefore both careers cannot function in isolation from each other. Dineo is a furniture designer and manufacturer by day, and at night consults her services as an interior designer.
So Dineo, how did you get into furniture design?
I'm an interior designer.
Okay.
So as an interior designer, as you design, you get clients that are very specific into what they want.
Okay.
Yes, especially furniture. They don't just want like normal furniture.
Yeah.
So I had the opportunity to design a furniture for one of my clients.
Okay.
And after that, I was like, okay,
and
this
then you
is
just
it.
started loving
yes,
furniture.
I started loving it because it also made my design skills broader.
Okay.
Yes.
For people who are in high school, what subjects do they need to take in order for them to allow them to get into furniture design?
I would say technical subjects. So your technical subjects will be your EGD, engineering, graphics, and design. And they combine it with civil.
Civil
civil technology or civil, I don't know what they call it now.
Visual arts, because I think that's like a foundation of design.
Of the design principles and everything.
Because I feel like if I'd learned, there's the design principles and elements back then in high school, I wouldn't have struggled like now.
But
it's all the same. So what courses do I need to study in university in order for me to get into furniture design?
So you'd go for interior design. Interior design is the core, actually.
Is the core.
Yes, it's
subject.
the core.
Okay,
but if you don't want to do that, you can also do environmental design that you're doing now. You can also do industrial, because industrial is also very broad.
Very broad.
Yes, as to what you can do after that. You can also do product design.
Product design.
Yes. So there are a few options actually to look at, and you can also do architecture.
Okay. Wow. So you're not just limited to
just interior design. Yes.
Okay. So what are the minimum entry requirements to have in order for you to get into furniture design in universities and also colleges?
I would say national certificate, matric, basically, national certificate, diploma, and your bachelor's degree. Those are the minimum requirements you need to qualify to be in the Design Institute.
Okay, so what is the earning potential of a furniture designer?
I would say maybe 300,000, like annually.
Yeah. I'm ready to see, what you actually do.
Oh, of course. Come.
Coming up after the break, Vusi gets the opportunity to experience what it's like to work as a furniture designer and manufacturer in a factory under the guidance of his mentor, Dineo. Before the break, we met design student Vusi, who's interested in becoming a furniture designer. Under the watchful eye of his mentor, Dineo, Vusi gets to learn what it's really like to work in a furniture factory.
This is where the magic happens. So, Fenda, this is the design that I'm going with, ne? Yeah. So the L shape with this fabrics.
Okay, what kind of sponge are you gonna use?
I think the soft sponge, the 5-inch one. For the back part, use this fabric. And then for the inner part, you can use this too.
What kind of
Oh yes, we're using the aluminium one. Yes, yes, the chrome look. Yes, that one. Okay.
My first impression of Dineo was quite positive. I mean, she was friendly, she was inviting.
So this is where we usually do the frames for all the chairs, for all the couches. Yeah, and this is the machines that we're using. Okay, so this is Shireen. So Shireen is usually the one who takes care of my orders. Lucas, I'm not sure how far you are with the couch. So I just want to know, what have you done so far?
No, I already have cut some piece, so I just want to cut another piece so that we can finish.
Vusi couldn't wait to get in on the action. But did he get more than he bargained for? Let's find out.
For me, the environment around the factory was intense. It was hot. I mean, the mask that I had, I couldn't breathe. It was loud and just a lot of hard work. Yeah, because I'm really exhausted.
So this is what you were cutting that side. Okay. So after cutting, they come here and then they put it together according to the shape and the measurement that I gave them. Okay. So something basically like this. Okay. Yeah. So now, when the structure is like this, I check the quality and the structure. If the structure is solid enough, yes, stable, and if they use the right wood inside for support and all those kind of things.
Dineo makes sure the couch is sturdy, she double-checks the measurements, and Vusi enthusiastically checks the right sponges used, all in preparation for the final product.
I loved his energy, and that's the kind of energy that we need in the design field, because the energy on its own took out the passion that he actually has for design, and that was just like the most impressive thing that I liked about him. So after what we went through that side, we have our final product here.
Now it's time for Dineo to do her final quality control checks. First, she checks the stitching, then she tests for comfort.
It's quite firm.
It's quite firm.
Yeah,
yes,
stable.
Yes. Yeah.
And I mean,
you can actually feel that you won't fall or anything.
Yeah, it's quite comfortable as well.
Yeah. So after the whole process and after going through everything, do you think you'll make your own products?
Yeah, I think I can give it a shot.
Is it?
And see where it leads me.
I think let's do this.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
awesome.
cool. Okay, so Vusi, welcome to your task. This is an ottoman. We call it an ottoman. I'm going to hand you over to Lucas.
Okay, cool.
Vusi attends to the task with great enthusiasm and starts with cutting his materials, but it proved to be more challenging than he expected.
My challenges with the task was cutting the wood, especially because I wasn't experienced enough, in the machinery. But once I got the hang of, circulating the wood, it just became easier, and I just enjoyed it.
Another one,
These are powerful.
yeah, too much. Just done.
Next, he staples his planks together. Watch those fingers, Vusi.
Yeah, it's just going to the materials again.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, my little one. Scala ngekol from Isaka. Isaka.
Isaac.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Isaka, silenza so.
Okay. Okay. Oh, and then there's a faggot all around.
Then he starts with the upholstery. All work and no play makes Vusi a dull boy. So Vusi, tell us what you're thinking.
I still want to be a furniture designer. However, I think I'll stick to the design process of it instead of the actual manufacturing, because that takes a lot of hard work. And I mean, going there every day, you know, building furniture, assembling it is quite, you know, a heavy task to do. So on that aspect, you know, I think I'll just stick to the design side. I took up on the challenge, and actually getting some help, you know, from the guys was really helpful. But at the end of the day, you know, I pulled it off, and yeah, I feel amazing.
Oh, wow. It looks like someone is joining the team.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, well done.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. This is nice. This is awesome.
Very nice.
This is awesome. The detailing, everything is just on point. Oh, my gosh. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. Hard work, but yeah, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, the reward just pays off.
Before you take this thing home, I think I need to do a quality check, just like the way I do like with other products.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'm just going to take it and then put it down. And then, oh gosh,
Seems stable.
it's so stable.
Yeah. I mean, I
Let
had
me
a
have
lot
a
of help,
sit.
but I mean, at the end of the day, we made it.
Oh, comfort, comfort, comfort. Well done, man. I'm so proud of you. I think him handling the whole process of doing the task was actually really, really good. Even though he had help there and there, he was part of it like 100%. His weaknesses, I think he's more of a design person. So you need to be both actually in the design field. You can't just be like a design person only and not be hands-on. At some point, you really have to put your hands in the manufacturing process in order to speed up the process, or maybe to just have knowledge of that so that if they're not doing things properly, then you're able to advise accordingly. My message to Vusi, keep up the energy and keep up the curiosity that you have. You'll go far because it shows that you're always open to learning new things. I really love that about you.
It's the end of my first day, and I'm really exhausted. So at this moment, I'm not too sure if this is really what I want to do. But probably after my second day, which is tomorrow, then I think I'll be able to make up my mind.
Coming up after the break, Vusi gets to meet entrepreneur Cindy Malaza, owner of Timeless Opulence. Welcome back. Before the break, we met Vusi, whose interest in furniture design prompted 48 Hours to team him up with mentor and furniture designer Dineo. Now we introduce him to entrepreneur Cindy Malaza, owner of Timeless Opulence, a furniture design company which manufactures bespoke pieces of furniture. First, let's catch up with Vusi about his first day on the job.
Yeah, so my first day on 48 Hours was amazing. I actually got to meet up with Dineo, who actually mentored me throughout, you know, her day in the life of a furniture designer, and I actually learned a lot. And I was also privileged enough to actually, you know, build my own ottoman, which was pretty cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed the first day, and I can't wait to see what's next. Today, I'm gonna be pitching to Cindy. I came up with a design, and I just hope that she loves it.
My name is Cindy Malaza. I run my own company called Timeless Opulence, where we make bespoke furniture and also do events, management and execution. At the age of 15, I had a rare disease called Guillain-Barré, which paralyzed me from the neck downwards. I was bedbound for most of my years in high school, but I continued to teach myself and made it out of high school. From there, I went to go and do chemical engineering. But funny thing is, I always wanted to be a pilot. But imagine this girl, she can't even walk and she wants to fly, which is just such a funny story. But I was very lucky because I always had maths and science came very naturally to me. They're very, very easy. So I opted for the engineering field, studied that, graduated, and as I was in varsity, I regained consciousness of my legs and I started walking, learned how to walk, and eventually was fine. Graduated from chemical engineering, went to work for 2 years, absolutely did not like it, but it was what it was. So, and then remembered that I always had a dream to become a pilot, which was very funny to everybody. Nobody took it seriously. And I started saving money so that I can take myself to flight school. Went to flight school, ran out of money. Now that was a challenge, and I knew very well that I'm not going to go back to engineering. That's something I don't want to do, and hence the birth of Timeless Opulence. I've always had an eye for deco. I started decorating people's houses, like part-time, because I didn't have much of a qualification then in the interior design and decorating industry. Before I knew it, I started making money from that. And I was still a tenant as a student. And I started teaching myself from YouTube how I can get into this and make it more professional. And before I knew it, I started buying little compressors, going out to find out how to do this. Also, YouTube helped me a lot. And then somebody else gave me an opportunity to come and decorate their space. And well, after that, the rest is history. The business just kept flowing, and I managed to move from being a tenant, working from somebody's garage, moved to bigger premises, hire people. From that, move to bigger premises, get more clients, reinvest into the business. Started from literally nothing, like absolutely no money, and now this is where we are, and we are growing as a company.
Now that we know more about Cindy, let's hope this gives Vusi the chutzpah he needs for his pitch.
How is it, running your own, furniture business? I mean,
I must say it's humbling. It's a dream come true. It's not easy because you have to manage yourself and you have to manage a whole lot of things, clients, family life, it's just so much. But somehow it's very doable. It's exciting. I'm excited. I love what I do. It has become my lifestyle. I don't even look at it like a job. It's who I am.
Yeah. So Cindy, what were the challenges of starting, your furniture business?
There was quite a lot of challenges because firstly, it started as a hobby.
Yeah.
And then I started employing people. I started putting my name out there, so I needed to deliver.
Exactly.
So that was a big challenge, transitioning from a hobby and making this
a
profession and running it and having people's lives at hand.
Exactly.
That you need to pay rent and the whole works. But yeah, I think through hard work and being motivated, things just fell into place.
What are the pros and cons of being your own boss?
Pros is seeing things run for these many years. Cons, there's been a lot, but they teach you. You become better, you learn from them. It's just your outlook on that, yeah.
How do you, manage with the stresses, especially because you're running a business now and it's not something that is just, for yourself, but, for other people as well?
So many people, I know, right? It's just a matter of managing yourself.
Managing yourself.
Yes, and looking at it not in a stressful manner, as a challenge that you can overcome and grow from. Yeah. First impressions of Vusi: young, vibrant, confident, full of great ideas, and I think he's in tune with what's happening around the world right now.
I've got a design that I'd really like to show you.
Okay.
And yeah, I really hope that, you can give me some input as to what I can improve.
All right, I'm excited. Let's have a look at it.
This is my inspiration board, which I drew from, social media, Pinterest. What I was going for was something that had a wooden frame.
Okay.
Something that was efficient, so, you can put it easily in a space, easy to use. I was looking into sustainable, something that you can reuse. Organic, free-flowing, deconstructivism, which is, going out of the normal boundaries of what design should look like, So, free-flowing curves, whatever.
Shapes.
Yeah. Something that is multifunctional, so you can use it as a chair, a storage space, footrest,
Which is very good these days because spaces are getting smaller and smaller. You want something that's of multi-purpose.
Exactly.
So I like that idea already, all right?
Yeah. And something contemporary, people have something modern, something that is quiche,
Yes.
stylish.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Already.
these are profiles, so these are side views
Okay.
of how I would like my furniture piece to look like. So this is my final design, made out of plywood, which...
Why plywood?
Because plywood is a really good material, especially for compressor forces, tension, like it really adheres to, pressure, it's really durable. And, people recommend it, especially if you want to go for something that looks freestanding.
Well, I like it. I just think looking at the shape, the plywood is fine, but we may have to look at way of reinforcing it. Can you see in terms of the balance? It's very modern. I like the fact also that it can be indoor and outdoor. However, my only concern is the balance here.
The balance, okay.
Yeah, because with shapes, just even in the future, when you're doing shapes, you always have to try and reinforce because you may have an idea in your head, but when you do the prototype, it won't balance, especially here, because most of the weight will be here.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's something that, let's see after this.
This is how it would look like maybe on a space. Maybe on a wooden floor, and how maybe it would contrast or work with the space.
What inspired this?
So I wanted to design a furniture piece that is, crazy looking, because I mean,
futuristic.
Exactly, because when you looked at this piece, you're like, okay, how is the balance gonna work here? Yeah, so part of what I want to do is just challenge,
the status quo.
Yeah, the status quo, basically, and be like, you can make it work.
I think Vusi has what it takes to make it in this industry. Even though this industry can be a bit harsh, I just think he needs to psych himself up. There will be many rejections. There will be many times where he feels like he's a failure. He just needs to psych himself up, know that he's got what it takes, and one no doesn't mean it's the end of the world. He needs to keep going. He needs to keep going until the only yes are yeses from him. If somebody else gives him a no, he needs to continue and see his dream come to life.
We've come to the end of a jam-packed 48 hours, but we'd like to do something that makes life just a wee bit better for Vusi.
Okay. Well, I've got some good news for you. Okay. From your pitch and your good attitude and all the energies that I got from you today, we at Timeless Opulence would like to offer you some internship.
Really?
Oh, yeah? Yes, so you can come and spend some time with us.
Thank you very much, Cindy. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity, and I won't disappoint you.
I hope don't disappoint yourself. Don't disappoint yourself. I hope you can run with it. So welcome to Timeless Opulence.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Let's do this.
I expect this attitude throughout, hey?
Yeah. I didn't expect it at all, because I just came here to learn from her, but now that she wants to mentor me is really a great opportunity to actually put myself out there. I just can't wait to work with her. It's just gonna be amazing. I mean, she's a very interesting person to work with. She's easy to talk to, and her energy is over the top. So I feel like, we're gonna make a great team.
If you want to be part of the 48-hour experience, contact us on our social media page. If you're interested in more careers, make sure to go to our YouTube page and get inspired.
Vusi, the world is your oyster. You already have the winning formula, which is your attitude, and also your confidence. Your ideas are amazing. Don't let anybody tell you that it's impossible. It's so, so possible. You've got an amazing, amazing attitude. I cannot wait to work with you. And let's just do this, man, and get excited about it. The world is really your oyster.